I just want to emphasize how important this day is for you historically by sharing with you when I marched from Selma to Montgomery. My heart wasn't in it. I had no idea that that would be the turning point in the civil rights movement. As a matter of fact, because Pastor Scott's here, and I went down there and had my picture taken, to be honest with you. I mean, I was not prepared with my bad feet to walk 54 miles. And what happened was it started to rain, and I had my round-trip ticket in my pocket. And I was dressed in a cashmere coat and Florsheim shoes, and I mean, I was ready for the photographer. And so when it started raining, these older people started going in their bags, pulling out plastic, wrapping it around their worn, torn shoes. And I looked at them and I felt so guilty. I said, well, I'm gonna walk with them for a couple of blocks, and then I'll get a cab and I'll get back to New York. I had no idea there weren't no blocks, and there sure were no cabs, and there was no TV. And so I'm marching, and it starts getting dark, and here I am in the middle of the night marching with all these people. They're singing, and I'm cussing, wondering how am I going to get back to the airport. And 4 or 5 days later, I found out. And so right now, when I explain to my kids and grandkids about me walking, that's not the story I tell them. I mean, I was with John Lewis, I was Dr. King, I mean, I was up front, here's my picture, I mean, I was there. And I want you to know that I hope that sooner than later you will feel that God just allowed you to come down here on the day that the Congress brought up the health bill. It wasn't planned that way. It wasn't planned that way. And you can start making your stories now as to what to tell your kids and grandkids about, hey, I went down there. We hadn't had any health care, and I said, about time we do it. And I went there and I talked to them. And you'll have all of the names. What do we get as a reward for this? You'll be able to tell ministers, your brother and sister ministers, this is just the beginning. Obama has a long way to go. Unemployment is so painful that we can't get over this thing in 2, 3, or 4, or 5 years. And the most important thing, I can't overemphasize it, is education. I don't care how good God smiles on you. If you don't have an education, you ain't got to get a job. And I came home, I had more medals than General MacArthur. But I forgot I was a high school dropout. No one was concerned with any things I did well in Korea. But I had a GI Bill. And I was able to get back. And a whole lot of GIs come here disappointed, no money, take a drink, take a shot of dope, get in the street, they can't get back up. And we've lost them. It's going to be hard to get them to understand there's somebody. They got to have self-esteem. And so we got programs that deal with it in our congressional district, Strive, and a whole lot of others with the Urban League. But right now, you can start seeing what this health bill means, what HIV means. When you watch television tonight and this weekend and they're talking about this, they'll be talking about you. You can start on Sunday, no matter what we do, talking about what this Congress has done. And let me tell you, it takes so many hands to get this thing done successfully. And you are the ones that we're depending on to explain this to the people in the churches and those that should be in the churches as to how important this is for our people. So I am absolutely thrilled, because whether you say it or not, I said the ministers came down here and straightened out these people, got their vote down here, you know.